Through These Doors is sponsored by Shields.
We only have one life to live, so give it all you've got to give. Don't let anything or anyone stand in your way. And do it for the love, do it for the joy, do it for your girls, do it for your boys, do it for the rush, do it for the team, do it for yourself, claim your destiny.
For gear and expertise, start at Shields and then get out there to do more of what you love.
I think going in the beginning of the year, your goal is always to win a national championship, and if it's not, you're setting yourself short. And we've never once done that here at this program. We've always had a goal of winning it all, and that's going to continue to be our goal next year. And even when we're seniors, that's going to be the same goal. We're never going to take a year off. We're going to get right back to work, and we're going to start working hard for next year.
This time of year, you never know who's going to step up. On Friday at the NCAA Midwest Regional in Cincinnati, Ohio, credit 3 of the homegrown student athletes for scoring big goals when needed. Facing Northeastern, the hottest team in the country with only one loss since December, the University of North Dakota men's hockey team trailed 1-0 early in the first. But it was Grand Forks native Johnny Simonson coming through with his first goal since October.
Came to Olsen, pulls out from behind the net to Thompson, his shot, rebound, they score! Simonson! Thompson's shot was stopped out down low right next to the goaltender, and Johnny Simonson was there battling up, checks out in front, and Simonson scores his third goal of the season to tie it at 1-1.
Then Tucker Pullman, who is from East Grand Forks, and Luke Johnson, another Grand Forks kid, added goals, and UND quickly led 3-1 before the end of the period.
Keaton Thompson with it, a shot, the deflection save, rebound, Johnson scores! The rebound came off the ruck, the goaltender right out of the stick of Luke Johnson, and Luke with his 10th goal of the season gives North Dakota a 3-1 lead.
UND continued to overwhelm the Huskies as Bryn Chiswick, Brock Besser, and Drake Kajula scored for a 6-2 Fighting Hawk victory.
Back across the line with Besser, feeding in the middle, Schmaltz, now to Kajula, he scores! There's a tic-tac-toe highlight reel CBS goal to make it 6-2 North Dakota. An emphatic victory for North Dakota. Were they teetering, some thought, after a loss and a tie in Minneapolis? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's the first step of the national tournament, so we're happy we got it done, but I think our focus has already shifted on to the next one here, so we'll get back to the hotel and start preparing for tomorrow.
With a berth in the Frozen Four on the line, UND faced Michigan on Saturday evening. The Wolverines, who boast one of the most prolific offenses in the country, are the Big Ten champion. However, North Dakota proved to be hungrier, more focused, and committed to moving on. UND unleashed 24 shots in the first period and proved to be the more dynamic offensive group on the ice. Kajula and Johnson each scored goals. However, Michigan tied it midway through the third period. UND, however, never backed down. Brett Gardner tipped in a Paul Ledoux shot as the Fighting Hawks took the lead. Then a minute later, senior Colton Sanderson tipped in another. Ledoux sealed the 5-2 win with an empty netter, and it's back to the Frozen Four for North Dakota.
As the time starts to run out here in Cincinnati, UND's done it once again. an annual trip to the Frozen Four with a 5-2 win over the Michigan Wolverines.
One year ago, getting back to the Frozen Four was the goal of this UND team. However, many hurdles stood in their way. The first came in May when head coach Dave Hackstall left for the NHL.
Yeah, I think no matter who the coach is, the expectation of this program is set really high. And it's no different last year, it's no different this year with the new head coach. So that's definitely a lot of pressure on us, but we've taken that pressure and handled it really well this season and have had a lot of success. And I think that pressure kind of helps a lot of guys and pushes a lot of guys to perform better.
This year we had a lot of freshmen coming in, and it was a goal of ours to get those freshmen up to speed because we knew they're a skilled group as they've proven this season. So that was our goal, to get them up to speed and make sure they're going at the same speed we want them to go, so we could have a successful season this year and give ourselves a legit shot at a national championship again.
Early in the season, the team battled injuries, especially in the net. But junior Matt Harinkyu stepped in and was a difference maker.
There's a little question mark there. Just Cam hadn't played much, and Rink hadn't played a game his first 2 years, but Cam came in, played real well when he started playing. He got injured, and then Rink came in and did a fantastic job, which none of us expected anything less out of those guys.
In late November, sophomore goaltender Cam Johnson returned during a road trip to his home state. While dealing with other injuries, UND rattled off win after win, and Johnson set the school record for consecutive shutout minutes in the process. During the grueling NCHC season, UND continued to strive amid very tough competition. Its only hiccup came at Denver, where the Fighting Hawks were swept. It all led to the Penrose Cup, which UND raised for the second straight year as NCHC champs.
Even though you're a player on the team and you believe in yourself, there is a little doubt that creeps into your mind when you have that many skilled players and key role players on your team that leave the team. You have a little bit of doubt in your mind that maybe the season the next year won't live up to expectation, maybe, but I think those doubts were answered right away in the season when we, I don't think we ever had a slump during the season. We started off hot and ended off hot, and it's been a good season so far.
The start of the season, it's always a goal of ours to make the Frozen Four. We expect nothing less of ourselves, and our program expects nothing less of ourselves, and our fans expect nothing less from ourselves. So. We always, in the back of your mind, you always know, hey, we're gonna do whatever we can to get there. You never know if it's actually gonna happen, but now it's a reality that we're going back there. It's a surreal feeling, but it's a business trip. It's not you're not going there for vacation. We're gonna go there and make sure we win it all. So third time's a charm, hopefully.
Next week's Frozen Four matchup will be a familiar one for North Dakota. UND faces Denver for the 6th time this season.
Yeah, obviously the season series is knotted up right now, 2 wins, 2 losses, and a tie, and obviously it's a great rivalry between us and Denver since I've been here in the years past. So both 2 storied programs fighting for another national championship should make for a great matchup in the Frozen Four.
UND is winless in the last 3 games against the Pioneers, something that the team is very aware of.
Yeah, the stakes are pretty high, and we've seen them before, and they're a really good team. We've had some trouble with them this year. They're fast, they're skilled, they play a hard game, but we just got to focus on what we're doing. These next couple days in practice, we gotta really bear it down and make sure that come Thursday we're playing our game for a full 60 minutes.
Obviously, the last 3 times we've played them, we haven't put our best efforts against them. So I think going into this game, definitely we're gonna have some motivation for that. And then obviously it's such a big rivalry, such a historic rivalry that it's gonna be a fun game to play in.
North Dakota has also struggled in the national semifinals, but this group is determined to overcome past missteps.
I mean, this is my second in a row. Some guys, this is their third in a row. I'm sure it's the same for those older guys that it is for me. It never gets old. It's really exciting. It's a great opportunity that doesn't just come by every season for teams. So we, there's some bitter taste in our mouth because of last year. Obviously, that's not the way you wanted to end things. So that's just some even more motivation, and it's gonna, just fuel us to even come out harder on that first game on next Thursday.
Yeah, hopefully third time's a charm. But no, it's just we just gotta keep our focus level. It's gonna be tough hockey if you're from here on out. Cincinnati too. I mean, the pace in those games is something different come playoff time. And our team, I thought we played really well, and we just got to go out there and do it again come Thursday.
For the student athletes from the region, the goal of winning a national championship also looms large.
Being from here, it means, I think, a lot more to the local guys, but I think we're going to do everything it takes to bring that back here, and it'd be something special. It's hard to put into words.
This week I've kind of been thinking about, when I was 10 years old or however old, and me, myself, and Luke and Paul's dad used to bring us to some Frozen Fours. I remember going to, I think it was St. Louis with Paul one time and watching the Sioux play Boston College, and just all the history growing up in this town of knowing and watching some of these Frozen Four appearances that North Dakota has been in over the last couple decades just makes it much more special for me to get an opportunity to play in it this year.
I think we went to 3 or 4 Frozen Fours together, and they all came up short. So it'd mean a lot to me and John and this whole team to bring it back here. I mean, been waiting for quite some time, and it'd be pretty special to finally get one here.
Believe it, earn it, raise it.